Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church, one of the newest landmarks in Illinois. I am Reverend E.F. Ledbetter III. I serve as the senior pastor here at Mount Pisgah, and we want to take you on a historical journey today. Our story begins with an architect that's a former Chicago public school student by the name of Alfred Alschuler, who built this wonderful edifice that I now stand in the year 1912 for the Chicago Sinai Reformed Jewish Synagogue. And so we are thankful that we took hold ownership in 1962, and we've been here ever since. Can't wait to explain to you a lot more of the history that has happened in this wonderful place. Come on, join us for the long ride. Welcome back. We're now in our beautiful sanctuary. As aforementioned, Alfred Alschuler was the architect, and placement is everything. Mount Pisgah is housed in the Jazz and Blues district, known as Brunsville. But for you historians that may be watching, this area is really not called Brunsville, but it's called Grand Boulevard. But due to the great migration of African American families from the South into Chicago, the city and the area of Grand Boulevard had a lot of bronze-complected people who started living in the neighborhood. That's important because this became a hub not only for jazz and blues in Brunsville, but for gospel music right here in Mount Pisgah. As we continue this conversation about historical significance, we would be remiss if we didn't mention Jane Addams and Theodore Roosevelt, both speaking from this pulpit. And also in the 60s and 70s, the birthplace of Operation Push was right here in this sanctuary. Even more significant to us in our history here at Mount Pisgah is the fact that this building, this church, was a part of Martin Luther King's civil rights movement. And Pastor Joseph Wells served as president of one of the chapters in the movement. Right from this desk, Martin Luther King's sermon, "When Jesus Called a Man a Fool," was preached in August of '67. It was one of his last sermons that he preached in a church. So we're thankful for the cultural essence and history and all of the things that have happened right here in this sanctuary. Reflecting upon yesterday as our history, but what's most important to us is our present and our future. Alfred Alschuler built this edifice for Chicago Sinai Reformed Synagogue. It's a place of worship, it was a place of education, and it was a place of recreation. Now that this neighborhood of Brunsville is predominantly African American, we still desire its original vision from Alfred Alschuler. It's our place of worship, it's our place of education, and we hope it to be our place of recreation. So the question becomes, how can you help us? The reason that this building needs to remain open and preserved is that we do so much for this community. We have our clothing store on the lower level. We have Haven Studios, which combats inner city violence through poetry and music composition. We house Cambridge Classical Academy, K through 8. There's so many different things throughout the week and throughout the year. We try to feed the community, especially on Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. We feed over 500 people from right in this neighborhood. And so we need help finding the resources that can help us maintain this wonderful structure. Thank you, thank you, thank you for going on this short journey with us. I promise you, once you come to Mount Pisgah here on 4600 South King Drive, my wife, First Lady Latoya Ledbetter, will give you the full tour and give you all of the history. She's always excited to do so. We want to thank you for, again, watching this video, and we look forward to meeting you and partnering with you in any way, in any capacity. Thank you.